Proverbs chapter 1, verses 7 to 9, with commentary following. The fear of Yahuah is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. My son, hear the instruction of your father, and forsake not the Torah of your mother, for they shall be an ornament of grace about your head, and chains about your neck. These verses declare that the fear of Yahuah is the beginning of knowledge. Now that doesn't mean cowering in a corner in terror for your life, although, to be fair, some people do their clearest thinking when properly frightened. Nothing sharpens the mind like a sudden life and death situation. IQ points rise dramatically when something is chasing you. Nothing improves focus like immediate consequences. You don't forget your keys when a lion is involved. But this isn't panic, it's reverence. It's the kind of awe that rearranges your priorities before life rearranges them for you. Verse 7 establishes that true understanding begins with reverent awe and submission to Yahuah's authority. Submission and authority, doesn't that go against the grain? Haven't we spent most of our lives perfecting the art of resisting it? From "you're not the boss of me" at age 5 to "I've read a blog about that" at 40. In a world that prizes self-expression and independence, these verses remind believers that wisdom is rooted not in human reasoning, but in honoring Yahuah first. Putting Yahuah first can be difficult, especially if you're the kind of person who double-checks everything, including instructions clearly written in bold, and still shouts at the sat-nav, "You're going the wrong way," as it calmly recalculates your pride. Fools despise instruction and correction, but those who receive a father's teaching and a mother's Torah wear them like a crown of grace. Verse 9 calls wisdom an ornament of grace upon your head and chains about your neck. That's not costume jewelry, that's royal drip. And not minor royalty either. We're talking King of the Universe tier. Align yourself with him and you're spiritually overdressed in the best possible way. Not flashy influencer jewelry, but kingdom issue. In other words, wisdom is better than gold, and considerably harder to lose down the back of the sofa. Submit to the true king, and he handles the accessories. For believers today, this passage calls us to humility, welcoming correction, valuing righteous counsel, and grounding our lives in the fear of Yahuah, so that our character is adorned with obedience and honor rather than pride and rebellion. Because pride may be loud, but it's rarely well dressed. This has been Enlightened, and until next time, stay grounded in truth and guided by Yahusha's light. Praise Yahuah.